Please like and subscribe to channel if you enjoyed the video. I, 24 male, caught my girlfriend, 22 female, giving my dad, 54 male, a foot massage. Long story short, this has been going on for a while, and I guess my mom either didn't know or doesn't care. Lots of heart emojis. My girlfriend apologized and said she thought it'd be too awkward to tell me, but she felt bad for my dad, while my dad said he was about getting old and having foot pains. I told him she isn't a masseuse, as well as some more colorful words. He tried to discuss comfort levels and boundaries, but I told him the fact that they did this in secret means they already know boundaries were broken. We got into a mild physical altercation, and now I've decided to move out. I've already contacted a friend. Don't know if it progressed farther than that for sure, but the trust is gone. I don't think I'll ever be able to speak to any of them again. My girlfriend and I have been dating for 1 year. Since we've both been struggling financially and she has a tense relationship with her family, she's been living with me at home with my parents for the past 2 months. Everything's been going well, and she's made a point to help around the house wherever she can. Usually, she gets up at 6 a.m. to do the cleaning in relative silence. This morning, she woke me up as she left the room, but I didn't think much of it. My mouth felt dry, so I decided to head to the kitchen to get a glass of water. In the hall, I noticed the door to the guest room was open, which was weird because my girlfriend usually doesn't clean that room. I opened it and saw my father laying on a chair by the bed with his feet up, and my girlfriend was sitting in front of him with her hands wrapped around one of the feet. They were both fully clothed. They both looked at me, I looked back, and I just quietly head back to my room, locking the door behind me. I heard my girlfriend knocking on the door and telling me it was just a foot massage. And it's not what I think, but I just ignored her. I heard my dad knocking too, calling me immature, and then my mother begging me to come out for food at least. I try to check her phone for any suspicious text messages, but it's locked. Haven't left my room all day. I don't know what I'm supposed to feel. Am I seriously just overreacting? How can I handle this? Please don't mention the Pulp Fiction scene. I don't care. Why is your dad asking your girlfriend for a foot massage? To give her the benefit of the doubt. And as a woman myself, she might have not felt comfortable saying no, considering that's her in-law. There might have been a subconscious feeling of obligation. But honestly, the best answer you will get will be from both of them. Why didn't he ask your mom? And why did she agree to giving him a foot massage? Definitely weird to do. Why is the dad getting a foot message question? I was more wondering why the she is waking up at 6:00 a.m. to do the cleaning in silence. Yeah, is she just making a point to help out, or is she essentially a live-in maid? When my husband was living with my parents, he often did the same. They refused to charge him rent, and my mom essentially babied him and wouldn't let him or clean, so he'd do it on the DL to help out BC. He felt guilty. If she asked for a back rub or something, I feel like he'd probably have said yes out of guilt. But my mom is also not weird or inappropriate like that, so this is exactly how I feel. I'm more worried about the dad's actions than the girlfriend's. We're living with my parents while our house is being built, and my husband will do just about anything my parents ask of him. It's the same sort of situation as yours was. They refuse rent, they want to and clean for us, and my mom is constantly buying little things for us that she thinks we'll like. Super sweet, but it leaves my husband feeling like he's indebted. If my parents were awful and asked him to do something borderline inappropriate, like that he's such a passive, non-confrontational guy, I'd see him really struggling to say no. Yeah, I mean, I would have a hard time saying no to getting someone a massage, shoulders, back, feet, if I was living in their house, especially if it was rent-free. Honestly, I don't think I would have refused even if I was uncomfortable. But I'm kind of an insecure pushover, so there's that. My first reaction was OMG, overreacting much. And then I felt even with the context of keeping it quiet, I feel like it's probably innocent, at least on the GFS part, but I'm colored by my own experiences, and I feel like I'm relating to the GF and looking at it from who I am and how I react. There is not enough info to say for sure what was going on, but there are some indications that guide my judgment of the situation. The fact that they did it in the unused guest bedroom seems like a red flag to me. Why not in the living room or wherever? To me, that indicates a certain level of sneaking around. But on the other hand, the door was not locked or even closed. And that's an indication in the other direction, signifying it's innocent and nothing to hide. Aka nothing wrong, nothing to be ashamed of it to hide. And then there is the fact that she, the GF, woke OP up this morning. It's not quite clear if she purposely woke him up or he just happened to wake up by chance this morning, and I'd say that might actually be quite important to the story. If he woke up by chance and she didn't purposely try to wake him / wanted him to wake up, then they got caught plain and simple. But if she intentionally woke him up this morning, that may be because she wanted to get caught. That might indicate that she wasn't comfortable in the situation but didn't know how to resolve it. If Dad was as he claims and made her promise to keep it quiet and she did, and then started to feel uncomfortable about the entire situation, then this could be intentional, wake OP up so that he might catch them and find out without her having to break the promise she made, a way to tell him without actually telling him. But it's hard to say exactly what was going on. One could have less than pure intentions or both or none of them. But I get that the sneaking around raises a lot of suspicion. Personally, I can see myself both being totally innocently trying to please or being pressured into a situation I'm not comfortable with. But as I said, that's just me and I'm not her nor do I know her. But then again, it's not likely I'd keep something like this secret. I'm the kind of person that tell my partner what I bought him for his birthday / Xmas because I just can't keep a secret. I'm just not good at surprises in either way. Well said, I'm in the same boat. I would have happily given my FIL or MIL a foot massages during the brief period that DH and I were living with them because of everything they were doing for us. But if I had, for even a second, felt weird or awkward about it, the first person I'd tell would be my DH. I also give massages because I have magic fingers. Man-woman makes no difference to me. I didn't see a big thing with Dad's feet. But my dad was diabetic and had neuropathy issues from it. So if a foot massage helped him out, I wouldn't have thought anything of it. But that's my comfort level. I came from a lovey-touchy family. Not everyone does, so it's not a thing for me, but it obviously is for OP. I have poor feet, and if my father-in-law asked, I'd probably vomit before I even had the chance to say no. Also, that's your father. I'd probably press my own dad's feet if he was ill too, but if someone outside my family asked, I feel like that would be odd. It might just be that she feels more comfortable helping out with cleaning when nobody else is around. My wife and I have moved house recently. But at the beginning of lockdown, we had to move in with my parents for a few weeks as we had moved out of our rented apartment. But our house move was delayed due to the lockdown. My wife used to get up early as she started work from home earlier than the rest of us. But during this time, she would always do some cleaning around the house as she wanted to help out, but felt that she got in the way of people as she cleaned after work when everyone was awake and doing stuff in the house. Yeah, maybe that's the case. Guess we haven't got much to go on from the post. Maybe OP does the same amount of chores at a different time. Either way, it changes the power dynamic of the situation.